Thanks for joining this Mastermind session on blogging for e-commerce and digital marketing. So the idea with this particular session is I'm going to teach you how to create blog posts, how to craft blog posts, how to make use of the OceanWP theme features when it comes to blogging, because as you probably noticed it, we are using OceanWP in your websites, and of course with the OceanWP as a theme, it comes with a set of features. In fact, there's an additional plugin we call as Ocean Extra, wherein it adds more features particularly for publishing. So before you can do the exercise or even the actual blogging on your website, I suggest that you take the course first, the lesson, which I have posted on this link. You have this on your Trello board as well. So I suggest that you take that course first so that you will have an idea what is blogging is all about, how you can become a better blogger, and of course, how you can leverage on those sort of guidelines when it comes to blogging. So inside the tutorial, I mentioned about the blog post templates, like how can you create different posts following these templates, the how-tos, the list-based blog post, the curated post, SlideShare post, newsjacking, and among all other blog post templates or formats. Also inside the tutorial, I showed a sample what we call as a perfect blog post layout or anatomy of a perfect blog post. So we have discussed that one also in the tutorial, and I suggest that you check that out. Although it doesn't mean that we are going to follow what have been suggested on this particular guide. The idea is for you to have a nice looking layout optimized for conversions and also for easy reading. So that's the idea behind that sort of anatomy. Now, without any further ado, let me do the demonstration how you can publish blogs on WordPress, particularly when you're using OceanWP as a theme. So let's do it. Okay, before you can start publishing blog posts, I suggest that you customize first the layout of your blog. Normally, the first thing that you're gonna do is go to the customizer under the appearance section here. Just go there and find the option for blog customizations. The idea is you are going to customize there and set all these settings that you want for your blog layouts. Kasi nga, you might have different preference. Now, in our case, on TechWorks, this is how we did the configuration for the blogs. For example, with this one, for this particular blog, how exactly we did the configuration for the layout. First, sa customizer muna. And it's set nyo how the blog will look like right here, no? Because there are two options that you can do here. For example, for the blog entries, and then the other one is for the single post, just like this one. Ito yon yung sinasabi kong options for the single blog post, yung pwede nyong ma-customize na settings inside the customizer. So you can set how many related posts will appear, what's the basis for the related post. Is it going to be based on category or tag? And then the meta tags, the metadata, how are you going to display that one? Are you going to display the author, the date, and the categories or tags? Pwede yan. And then nandito naman siya. No? So yung positioning ng elements, pwede nyo siyang i-configure dito. You can play around, guys, how the blogs will look like. This is where you normally change those settings in the customizer. By the way, you might encounter this one with your clients in the future. When they say WordPress single or single post, they are actually referring to this one, yung mga actual post na nandito. Kasi single yung tawag niya kasi nga, if you are going to look at the WordPress files, the WordPress isolation files, tawag nila doon is single.php. Kaya tinatawag din nilang single post. Yun yung term nila doon. Again, for the blog entries, you can configure it here. At the same time, for the individual blog post or sa single blog post, you can also do the same. Meron siyang sariling ganito na settings. Okay? So there are two ways you can do this. One, doon sa customizer. The other one is doon na mismo sa blog editor. Okay? And talking about the blog editor, for your blog post, particularly if this is the first time that you publish blog posts, or should I say, first time yung pag gumamit ng WordPress, normally sa post section kayo nagpa-publish niyan. Hindi sa pages, hindi sa products. Because I remember before with participants publishing blog posts doon sa pages. So it doesn't work that way. Although you can publish content on your page section, that is fine. But when you are talking about blogging, doon talaga siya sa post section ipapublish. Okay? Why is that? Because for one, it's very optimized for SEO, yung WordPress blog posts. At the same time, it really serves the purpose na yung blog is for additional content talaga ng website nyo. So here, on this example blog post, there are few elements that you need to take note, guys, when creating a blog post. before anything else, you have to work on the title. Yan, dito magsiset. Pero ito yung mga importanteng elements ng blog post. Right here on Ocean WP or any other theme na preferred yung gamitin. At least on our case, ito yung standard na fina-follow namin. So we set the title there. And here, the URL slug ang tawag natin dito, or kung buong link yan, permalink. But if you are going to get these values here, no, yung mga text na nandito, tawag natin dito is slug, is L-U-G. Now, yung iba, nagpa-publish ng blog post, pagkakalagay nila ng title, siyempre mahaba yung title. So, yung mangyayari, magiging mahaba rin yung slug nyo. Diba? Kasi kung ano yung title, automatically if-fits yun ni WordPress, and then isa-set niya automatically yung slug dito. And this is very important that you really pay attention to the slug because it helps your SEO as well. So kailangan when you publish blog post, it is important that you customize the slug. So what is my rule of thumb there? My rule of thumb with the use of a slug is keep it short, okay? And use only the essential keywords in the slug. Remove the filler words or the articles, yung mga a, and, the, tanggalin nyo na yan. So, nandito sa URL nyo, yung key terms lang talaga na gusto nyo makita doon sa search engine. Kasi it doesn't help naman kung madami kayong values dito sa slug, di ba? Kasi hindi naman siya magiging optimized yung blog post nyo for SEO. That is one. Okay? So, if you see na mataas yung value niya dito sa slug, you can always click that edit button and then customize it like that. You can change here the values. Any text na nandito, pwede niyong palitan. So you can always edit that one. Again, just put in there the essential text, the essential key terms that you want to be included for SEO purposes. Okay? Other than that one, dito sa format, automatic siya naka-standard blog template. If you want to use another layout, like for example, if you are going to publish a video, no, and then you want to use a different template, pwede naman. You can use this one, for example, the video. Although it's going to be a different layout. Kasi nga, format siya eh, iba-ibang format. So, I suggest that you use standard for a start. If you want to like use different formats for different type of content, pwedeng i-explore nyo yung ibang format dito. So, yan, standard lang muna. And of course, the content area. I'm going to talk more about this shortly, how I do the publishing of the blog post. But before that, let's just proceed to the other elements na kailangan natin i-configure. The other one is yung categories. Kailangan naka-define yung categories dito. Ito yon. Kung ano yung lalabas dito na categories, yun yung i-set nyo dito sa category section. And as a rule of thumb, again, for categories, it's important that you can already anticipate how the blog section looks like, what are the contents that you are going to publish, so that you already have an idea ahead. What are those possible categories that you will use? It is important that you set the categories there first as a best practice. I suggest that you list down your possible categories and set that up in the category section. Dito, you can add new category on this portion. You can click on this link, then you type in there the category, or you can go to the category section here also. You can also do that. Pwedeng mag-add ka ng categories dito. So again, the idea of adding categories ahead is for you to just easily sort out the blog post to which category that particular blog post belongs to. Okay? So yun, you can do that. The same thing for tags. You can set the tags ahead para select na lang kayo dito sa categories section and then sa tags section as well, dito sa baba. Ayan. Now, here's the thing guys. On this case, for example, yung category niya is WordPress development. Nothing else. Just WordPress development. It can be that you will use multiple categories, for example, 2 or 3 categories. Okay lang yan. But as a rule of thumb there, one of the best practices also is to use the most accurate category for that particular blog post. So in this case, this particular blog post is about WordPress, kaya nilagay namin dun sa WordPress development na category. Now, the next thing is yung tags. Ito, very important din to kasi this is what search engines also look. Kung na-crawl din yan ng search engine bots. No? And normally, they are going to look at the tags values also for the bots to better understand what the content is all about. And as a rule of thumb here, normally yung ginagamit naming tags is kung ano yung mga key terms ng blog post. So in this case, we are talking about Ocean Extra, we are talking about Ocean WP, we are talking about WordPress, and then WordPress 5.3. Normally, kung ano rin lang yung nandun sa title, yun yung talagang ginagamit natin na tags. But of course, you are free to use if you have But the idea is not to populate the tag section as many as you want. Kasi yung mangyayari, tawag dyan is stuffing na. So, mapipinalize na yung site nyo, yung blogs nyo, in a way na makikita ni search engine na hindi na siya normal. Okay? Kaya, it's important that you limit or at least make use of the tags feature safely and as accurate as possible then. 3, 4, 5 tags, okay lang yan. The fewer tags, the better. And here, for the post templates, it's up to you kung meron kayong mga multiple templates nandyan, no? But normally sa atin, sa Ocean WP, just use the default template. I have seen a lot of publishers also. I have seen a lot of websites using multiple templates for their blogs. They are able to create different templates for that. If you encounter clients who does that thing, or if you encounter clients na ganun yung layout nila doon sa template section, it's important that you understand what type of template that you are going to use for the blog post. But at least on our case, sa Ocean WP and with Elementor installed there as another page builder, normally ito lang yung laman ng template section natin for the post, and we normally select the default template. Here, it's very important that you set the featured image. This is the image that you see here on this portion, and this is also the image that you see when the link is shared in social media, when the link is shared on Messenger or on LinkedIn, wherever. So ito yung ginagamit niyang image. Featured image yung tawag na. Every time you publish a blog post, guys, it's important that you really set that featured image so that your blog post looks nice when being shared across different channels. Okay? So here, as I've said, with Ocean WP as a theme, normally we install another plugin called Ocean Extra. You can install that one, and normally it adds additional features to your theme, and then it allows you to customize further different blog posts, the pages. Yan, meron siyang dinadagdag na feature, and I think this is part of it. Ito. Now, on our case, when we publish blog post, you will notice here na meron siyang custom title. Ito, sa taas. And this is where we set that one in the custom title na section. This one here. So, dito namin nilalagay yan. So, the idea is for us to have an additional text here somewhere at the top that is separate from the actual blog post title. Ito. Ito yung nandun sa taas. Yung original title niya, ito yon. So, normally, nag-a-appear siya dito. Okay? As per our customizer na layout here, kasi naka-configure siya na yung title is i-display niya first before the content area and other elements like the metas. Now, so going back to the Ocean Extra na feature, pwede kayong magdagdag ng custom title doon sa blog post. And normally dito yan ilalagay sa title na box, no? Or title field. Okay, scroll down ko lang. Dito yan. So you can add the custom title there. And of course, you can also add a subheading like this one. So, yung nangyayari is lumalabas siya right below the custom title dito. So, kung titingnan nyo guys, with the Ocean WP na theme plus the Ocean Extra plugin, it allows you to really customize the blog posts further like this one. You don't see a certain blog layout like this. Normally, yung nakikita nyo mga blogs, maybe you can see the title there, somewhere at the heading portion, and then the content right away, and then the sidebar and all the other elements in the layout like the ads. Yun lang yung typical natin na nakikita. But on this case with Ocean WP, it allows us to add additional content right here. And of course, talking about the Ocean WP na extra features, you can customize further, like how does the main layout looks like, diba? Ganito siya. Right now, naka-default lang siya with margins enabled. Then we don't have any other shortcodes. But again, with this powerful theme na Ocean WP, it allows you to add shortcodes here. This is very useful if you want to add certain scripts or if you want to execute certain scripts somewhere in the layout. Maybe like an additional HTML content or maybe some JavaScript ads. Pwede yan dito. Or JavaScript contents. Pwede yan dito sa shortcodes i-trigger. Okay, so for the heading, ito yung configuration namin. There's nothing fancy there, no? We just keep the default settings. For the logo, we don't make use of this one. But again, with Ocean WP, it allows you to like customize further, no? Even the use of logo for certain blog posts. Pwede siya, which is really a fantastic feature. Kasi nga, normally nakikita natin site-wide yung logo, no? But with this particular feature, you can also a custom logo for that particular blog post alone. Okay, and the menu, you can use a custom menu. For example, here we are using this particular menu. Okay, but you can actually use like a different menu here that is unique. unique or something different from the homepage na menu or something different from the other pages na menu ninyo. So you can do it here. You can customize the menu right here in Ocean WP settings as well. Okay, you can also customize the breadcrumbs. Pwede yan. Yung breadcrumbs, normally yung mga lumalabas dito na parang, limbawa, may category muna din title. Malabas yan dito. So yung tawag dyan is breadcrumbs. And by the way, as far as breadcrumbs is concerned, useful din siya for SEO. I recall reading one article talking specifically on the use of breadcrumbs or optimizing breadcrumbs. Sinasabi dun sa content na it's important that you have that enabled or at least you have that in your website displayed in the front end kasi nga parang mas nakakatulong siya to tell the search engine bots what the content is all about. Here, let's see what we can have here. Normally yung breadcrumb na option is lang siya, yung design lang siya, colors. Although you consider that there's an option to enable and disable the breadcrumb. In our case, it's default. I don't remember using this one. I don't remember enabling this one. Naka-default lang siya. But for the sake of illustration, let's see what this particular option adds to the layout. Okay, let's update that one. You can read more about breadcrumbs by searching about it sa Google and then try to read contents about it para you have an additional idea how it helps optimizing the blog post for SEO. Okay, so let's check that one, but I believe it will appear somewhere on this portion. Let's see kung saan niya i-display yan. Ayan, dito niya din-display sa header na portion. Ito yung sinasabi ko. It's like yung use niya talaga is for navigation. And then mas madali siyang naiintindihan yung taxonomy ng links, no? Kasi from here, the bots can say na, okay, after homepage, blog section, and then inside the blog section, nandun yung WordPress development as a category, and then nandun rin yung actual blog post. So yun yung purpose ng breadcrumbs. It's up to you if you want to display that one, but on our case, it's just that parang na siya, sobra na ba, no? It's like as much as possible you want the layout to be neat and to be more on minimalist type. So that's probably why we are using the default option here. Hindi siya naka-enable on our original setup. But if you want to display that one, you can do it under the breadcrumbs settings. So here. And you can even customize the color if you want. Of course, you can also configure the footer section if you want to add additional element right in the footer dito. If you want to add something here, pwede rin. So you can use a template from Elementor yan, or sa global settings din ng Ocean WP. Normally nandito siya sa theme panel. No? Ayan. Let's see kung may mga footer tayo dito. Templates. So nakikita natin right now is our two templates lang. Ito, yung tinatawag nating footer at saka yung pop-up. But the pop-up one is not for the footer, obviously. No? So, the idea is you can actually add more templates if you want to use different element for the footer. No? And normally, pwede nyo siyang i-set din doon sa WP settings. Ito yan. Ito yun yung section na sinasabi ko, yung library. So, if you add additional custom footer here, again, I got here from here, theme panel, then my library. Ayan. So if you add additional templates here, like additional footer template using Elementor, pwede nyo siyang i-configure dito. Select kayo ng footer dito na template na ginawa nyo so that it will be displayed in the layout. I believe papalitan yata yung template na to. So yan yung magiging footer niya instead. Okay? So other than that one, yung last na option is a post. I haven't used this particular feature, but you can explore this one. So I haven't make use of this feature yet. But yes, this is something that you can also use in the layout. Try to explore that one, see how it looks like in the layout. Okay, so just to wrap it up, yung title, one of the most important elements, title, then yung permalink or your URL slug, and then the format, the categories, the tags, the post attributes where you can select the template, and then additional section like forms, you can also do that, and then the featured image. No? And then once that is done, you can customize how the blog will look like by customizing the Ocean WP settings right here. And of course, you have to do the SEO part, which we actually discussed already on the previous mastermind session on search engine optimization and analytics. No? Yung previous session natin, SEO and analytics. Okay, so here, this may be the last item na i-discuss ko is yung how I publish blog post. So, actually may mga techniques din dito. Of course, setting the SEO side for now, the way I do it actually is sinusunod ko lang yung instruction ni Use SEO with regards to the readability side. So, may mga guide naman siya dyan para magiging green siya. But you will probably notice this one na every time you change something, like on this case, if you change something in the content, sometimes the content gets broken or sometimes nawawala, nasisira yung format. Why is that? Because there are two type of editors yung WordPress editor natin. May visual at saka yung text. There are times, guys, that you might need to input text on the editor using the text mode setting. Because magkaiba kasi sila. Yung text mode kasi, nakikita niya yung mga HTML values, no? Or yung mga HTML attributes. Nakikita niya yan, including the script. Nakikita dito sa text mode ng editor. But if you do it on the visual mode, hindi niyo na nakikita yung mga codes dito. So that is why there's a tendency na when you edit content, sometimes yung format nasisira. Di ba? Example, this one, naka-code format siya. But if you add a text here, no, or try to edit this one, example, nag-enter ka lang dyan right away, let's see what will happen. Ayun, it opens another line for the code block. But yung point ko dito is sometimes na-break nyo yan kasi nga nag-i-edit kayo at visual mode. There may be times na kailangan isi-switch nyo siya into text mode so that you are able to like see ano yung structure sa loob. Like for example, this one, itong character na to, yung ibig sabihin dito is parang ano siya blank line, ito. 'Di ba? Ito yun yung ginawa natin kanina, 'di ba? When I entered here on this area, when I entered there, yun nagkaroon siya ng additional line. But essentially, may time na hindi niyo naman talaga sa gustong ganon. Hindi niyo intent na ganon yung mangyayari sa editor. So normally yung ginagawa ko, pumupunta lang ako dun sa text mode and then I manually edit those extra characters na nandun. Para pagbalik ko dun sa visual mode, wala na yung extra space na yon. Diba? So, babalik na siya sa dati. Yung ganito. Why I'm sharing this to you? Because there are times na you are trying to fix something at the visual mode, pero hindi nyo ma-fix kasi nga, may mga characters pa na hindi naman madidelete dito sa visual mode. Nadidelete nyo lang kung tatanggalin nyo talaga yung code while on text mode. That is one. Another thing is, I suggest that you really make use of the features na meron tayo dito. Yung iba, gagawa lang ng blog post, very plain. Hindi gumagamit ng its tags. For example, this one, this is its to yata. Yeah, its to yata to, yung heading. Kasi nga, ito yung sinet natin dun sa customizer, di ba? Naka-its to daw yung heading. Di ba? Yung title, naka-its one yan. Ito. Dito, naka-its one to. Even if you look at it by looking at the console, makikita natin na yung title section is naka-its one. Let's see. Oops, it's to pa rin. So normally dapat it's one siya, no? Or mali yata. Baka ito yung naka-it's one dito. Ayan, ito pala yung naka-it's one yung sa taas. So yung idea is kailangan for SEO purposes, yung it's one tags ginagamit siya correctly. So may specific documentation si Yoast dyan how to properly use it. But the idea actually is for example, ito na yung pinaka-headline niya, kumbaga. So, dapat naka-H1 siya. Yung mga internal links na mga subheading lang siya, pwede nyo gamitan ng H2, H3, H4. Okay, kailangan ganun yung setup. Usually, ng mga headings and titles. And normally, dito nyo siya pwedeng manually i-enter sa text mode. Ayan. So, ito naka-H2 siya right now. Okay? Ayan. So, again, you have to make use of the features na meron tayo dito. So, nandyan yung mga options na pwede nyo gamitin. I suggest that you do it para naman yung blogs nyo looks very nice and easy to read. So, just like this one. So, this type of blog post nga pala is newsjacking type kasi I published this one when we realized na people are tweeting on Twitter about Ocean WP being broken after updating to WordPress 5.3. And interestingly, we got good traffic out from this type of blog post kasi nag-newsjack nga tayo. Naging newsjack article siya or naging newsjack blog post. In fact, may mga natuwa rin, no? Because we are able to help them fix the problem. And in fact, doon sa ibang mga trainees natin, naka-encounter din sila ng particular na problem na to. And whenever I was like asked for help, normally sinesend ko yung article na to so that they will just follow the guide how to fix that particular problem. So that's the last thing sa content portion ng blogging, particularly on your blog post sa website nyo. Ayan. Other than that one, no other elements naman ang kailangan niyang attention ninyo except than those items na na-discuss ko na kanina. Did it somehow help you like better understand how to publish blog post? Kasi ito yung parang critical na part eh. The way I see this one, lalo-lalo na sa training natin, sa bootcamp, yung iba hindi nila talaga ma-customize yung blogs nila in such a way na it's really nice to look at, really nice to read, or it is really like user-friendly. Yung iba napaka-cluttered. By the way, yung mga options na nandito, sidebar, ito na yung galing doon sa mga widget. You can also find the widgets in the appearance section of your WordPress installation. You can go there, like here, sa appearance, and then widgets. Yan. So whatever the widgets that you have there, you can have it displayed in the sidebar as well. Of course, if you learn how to further customize WordPress, you can of course use widgets, not just in the sidebar, but also in the other part of the layout. I have seen a lot of sites using widgets, but it is actually not appearing in the sidebar, but instead they are displaying it in the footer or in the header section or within the post. But on our case, hindi naman siya kailangan kasi nga powerful na yung theme. At the same time, we have Elementor there, which allows us to further customize the layout. Okay, so here's the thing. You might be thinking about blogging for money or blogging for ads. Pwede yan. Pwede yan dito sa blog section nyo. In fact, for example, with this particular blog post, we can display ad. Actually, this one is an ad. No? Ito, ad to. In-house nga lang siya, meaning kami yung nagrana ng ads internally. This one is an ad as well. But if you are like passionate about blogging, creating content, and then monetizing that content with ads, pwede yan. Pwede rin yan dito. You can also have that one on your website. All the portfolio websites, yeah, but there's no stopping you from running ads there. It is just that it is important that you be selective, no, on the type of ads that you run on your website. Just a bonus discussion for our session. Yes, Maureen?
Sir, good afternoon. I've seen kasi sa ads sa Facebook regarding that you can earn from blogging. Is that something to do with yung pay-per-click, sir? Or ano yun, sir? So confused and interested sir.
When you say blogging for money or making money out from the blogs, normally talaga is, there are many ways you can make money from blogs. Yung pinaka-common is, imo-monetize nyo yung blog with ads. Nagdi-display kayo ng ads in the layout, no? Sa website nyo. Like this one. This is an ad actually, no? Internal nga lang siya, ad. But we can run like Google AdSense ads here, no? So yung mga sinasabi nila sa Facebook or somewhere na nabasa nyo, basically it's like monetizing blogs with ads. So if you want to like monetize your blog post with ads, pwede naman. So it's like you will just sign up with AdSense. I suggest that you sign up with AdSense if you already have a working website and, you know, with decent traffic to the website. Kasi if you don't have the traffic existing, mahihirapan kayong magpa-approve kay Google sa Google AdSense. So the Google AdSense program is for publishers and normally, ayan, sabi nga dito, earn money from website monetization. What will Google do there is they are going to serve ads automatically after you embedded their codes on your website. So yeah. So if you are like planning to make money from ads, you can do that and then sign up with AdSense at least for a start. Kasi si AdSense naman talaga yung pinakamalaki na ad network, at the same time, the best ad network out there also for blogging. Although there's also what we call as a Google Ad Exchange, no, but that's an advanced lesson. I'm not sure if you can relate, but you can think about this as a premium version of AdSense. And yes, for a start, you can do AdSense. And if you are like sharing your blog post, if you are sharing your blog post on Facebook, you can use monetization platforms like Facebook Audience Network. No? So it's like you are going to convert your blog post into what we call as instant articles and monetize those instant articles through the Facebook Audience Network. The idea is, if Google AdSense is from Google, si Facebook, meron din siyang tinatawag na Audience Network. And if si Google may tinatawag siyang Google AMP pages, no, or Google AMP, Accelerated Mobile Pages, si Facebook naman, meron din siyang tinatawag na Facebook Instant Articles. Ayan. I hope that is clear. Did I answer the question, Maureen? I'm very well versed with this topic, guys, yung blogging, kaya I can really resonate with guys or with trainees or with just anyone who's really passionate into learning blogging kasi I'm like very 100% confident teaching vlogging. Ang dami kong alam sa vlogging, so that is why. I suggest that you keep practicing vlogging, no? Kasi vlogging is not something that you will learn overnight. You will encounter a lot of technical terms. You will encounter a lot of practices, and all these techniques for SEO, for linking structures, and all of these. Kaya practice lang kayo, vlog ng vlog. And if you feel na you're not the type of person who is very like articulate or parang you find it hard to really come up with content, I suggest that you just keep reading and also practice writing, no? Kasi nga, vlogging takes a lot of practice. If you want to like excel in this area, practice lang yung kailangan niyo dyan. By the way, what are your top 3 challenges right now sa vlogging? Do you have anything na parang what's holding you back? Yung pinaka-common dito is yung it's like hindi sila confident magsulat. I suggest that you just expose yourself to the online world, should I say, no? And then it's like really showcase your own blog posts para when you write a new blog post on your site and when you share it, you can get a lot of feedback from your friends and like solicit opinions because that will help you develop your blogging skills. That is one of the common mga challenges na nakikita ko sa mga newbies na it's like they're hesitant in blogging because they don't feel comfortable blogging. Although wala namang pilitan to, it's just important that you understand na yung blogging really plays a really significant role in digital marketing. Okay? So anyway, I will post a task on your Trello board. I suggest that you really continue doing your task and also continue doing your websites. The last time I checked, no, madami pa kayong mga kulang, particularly contents. And by the way, yung mga designs ng mga websites nyo, kailangan pa siya talagang i-redesign. Don't worry about the design for now. It's fine for me. Just focus on your contents for now. Okay, so one last question if you have. If no further questions, thank you very much for joining this mastermind session. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.